Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Charles Norman Show again. Did you all have a great weekend this weekend? If not, it's okay. I have some great news. Today is Monday, and that means anything that happened bad last week gets to stay there. We all get to refresh. Start this week off on a positive note. What an exciting weekend of football we had. The Eagles won, but I'm not satisfied with that, and I'll tell you all why later on. We have a couple of games to discuss from this weekend. I really did enjoy football this weekend. I don't have any entertainment stuff for you today. I'm okay with that. Nothing stood out to me and nothing that I really want to talk about. So we're going to move right into the inspiration segment. Today, our inspiration today will be coming from legendary football coach Vince Lombardi. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Before we actually jump into the show, I must tell you all about something that is bothering me. The Philadelphia School Reform Commission has canceled their contract with the PFT, the teachers union in Philly. The thing that upsets me about this that they did this without giving them any types of heads up. They completely blindsided them. I've been to a bunch of school board meetings, and it's clear that the people running the school board in the school district don't care about the children. The students are the most important piece of the school district. The district is going to lose a lot of good teachers because of the sneaky decision that the SRC decided to make. The teachers feel betrayed, and they have a right to. They will now have to pay into their own medical business benefits. What type of crap is that? The move is supposed to put $44 million into the schools this year, but I still believe they could have went about this in a different way. What I need to know is, why was Dr. Hite, the superintendent of schools, so excited about the new cigarette tax if he was going to allow this to happen? He tweeted about the new cigarette tax 3 times, thanking the state and the House, the state Senate and the House, and Mayor Nutter. Don't get me started on that guy. Here are his tweets. The cigarette tax is supposed to be a long-term fix, but I think it's a short-term fix. They do nothing but find short-term fixes to long-term problems. I need parents, teachers, students, and everyone else to get involved and pressure the SRC to fix what they have broken. Make sure you all go out and vote. We must get rid of Tom Corbett. I have a petition that I have started about 3 years ago asking City Council to get rid of the SRC. Please sign and share it. I will post a link on my website and under this video in the description box on YouTube. We can't wait around. Look where it's gotten us. On the sports, I am excited because I went 11-3 in picking football games this weekend. That's amazing. I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Washington Redskins tonight. Let's talk about those Patriots. I'm happy for them because they proved me right. On my last show, I talked about their troubles and what they could do to fix them. Check this out. Tom Brady has no one to throw the ball to at this point. We're only 4 games into the season, so I think it's just going to take time for him to sync with the receiving corps he has now. I believe he will do it. The offensive line isn't helping, but I think they will manage to give him enough time to do what Tom Brady does. And Josh McDaniels will also help by calling more run plays. They have to be more balanced, and I'm sure they will. Like I said multiple times in 8 episodes, I think Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the National Football League. As for the defense, I personally think that they will get better as the season goes on. They get Brandon Browner off of suspension next week. That will only help the secondary. You can say what you want about Bill Belichick, but the man is a defensive mastermind. He will have those boys ready. I said the offensive line would manage to give Brady time to do what Brady does, and last night they did that. I said the offense will get better, and last night they looked 10 times better than they did on Monday. I said the offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels will have more of a balanced play calling. And last night he did. McDaniels called 38 pass plays and 40 run plays. Is that balance or what? That's how you win games. They dominate the league's last standing undefeated team. Might I add that the Bengals are not a bad football team. They're actually pretty good. The Patriots dismantled them like that last night. And like I said, Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the National Football League. Moving on to the Philadelphia Eagles, I must say I was happy to see the offense get not 1, but 2 touchdowns yesterday. I know that sounds pathetic, but they didn't score 1 touchdown last week, and that was a little bit surprising. The defense played lights out for the first 1, 2, 3 quarters, but in the 4th quarter, they let the Rams back into the game. That was a game that the Eagles should have won easily, but they didn't. That's why I'm not completely happy. Not all wins are great wins, I know, but some of them will be ugly. But yesterday's win should have been a great win. They were up 34-7 at one point. Chip Kelly slowed down the offense, and it started to look bad. That's the reason why the defense looked bad in the end. The offense couldn't stay on the field long enough to give them a breather. What Chip Kelly has to do is learn to not let up on our opponent. Pop your foot off the brakes and put your foot on the gas. That should have been a blowout victory yesterday. We keep getting into these dogfights, and eventually it's going to bite us in the butt. Trust me. We don't have the team to just stop, slow down. We are a fast-paced team, so we must keep it up. If we keep scoring, there's no way another team can catch up with us. Because if we're already winning, we won't start losing. And it's not good for us when Chip Kelly does this. That's why yesterday's game should have been an easy win. And I'm going to say, please keep Kerry Williams off of the field. He's not worth a pile of trash. Let's put Brandon Boykin on the outside. Let's see what he has to offer as an outside corner. Also, bench Bradley Fletcher and put Nolan Carroll out there. We need some secondary help fast. The front seven is doing a spectacular job. Once we get Michael Kendricks back, we'll be good to go. Billy Davis, keep up the good play calling. I'm proud of you. Back to the offense. For weeks I have said be balanced, and yesterday they were finally balanced. We ran the ball 31 times and passed it 37. I think that's pretty good. LeSean McCoy had 81 rushing yards. He fumbled on the screen pass yesterday while he was dancing around in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, 10 yards. I did, however, see some improvement with him. He did go for it a lot yesterday. I think if he continues to go for it, he'll be okay. Our interior offensive line is awful. We did get Lane Johnson back yesterday, and he did a great job. Nick Foles did not do good or bad. I think he could have done a lot better. One funny thing from yesterday was he took off for a run. It was the fastest I ever seen him run, and he dived for it, and he fumbled the ball. I wasn't mad at him for that because it was funny. But you have to slide, Nick. Learn how to slide. Now I have my whiteboard. Because, each week I always say that the Eagles have to be balanced. And a lot of people say I don't see the difference in between last year and this year. So I'm bringing out the whiteboard. As you can see, I have get my pointer out. I'm being a teacher right now, you guys. For those of you who say I'm a teacher, here's your one chance to see me actually teaching. I have the 2013 Eagles offense right here, and I have the average pass run ratio compared to the 2014 so far Eagles offense and their average pass run ratio. Look right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The Eagles ran the ball an average 31 times a game right here, and they passed it an average 34 times a game last year. That's balanced. That's what we need. That's when the offense was the number 2 offense in the National Football League. And now it's not that anymore. Because this year, the average, and he got, going back to this, they averaged 160 yards rushing per game last year. And they averaged 257 yards passing a game last year. I think that's okay. And going on to this year, they average about 26 runs a game and 43 passes a game. That is way too unbalanced. First of all, my number especially for our quarterback, Nick Foles, I think he should only pass the ball about 35 times a game, honestly. He shouldn't pass the ball 43 times a game. I don't think no quarterback should pass the ball 43 times a game. Yesterday, for the Patriots game, Tom Brady passed the ball 35 times. And they ran the ball 39. So, or 40. They ran the ball 40 times, or whatever I said earlier. I don't remember. No, 38 times, and they ran the ball 40 times. So that's balanced. Last year we were balanced, and this year it's just like you can see where the problems lie. And I'm not going to blame it all on the offensive line because I did go back and watch the San Francisco game from last week. And the offensive line gave LeSean McCoy a lot of holes. And he just didn't take them because, like I said, this week and last week, he likes to run around. And he has to learn that he has to take what he can get when he can get it. So take the positive yards. And this year, something that's alarming to me is We went from averaging 160 yards per game rushing to only 100. That is, look at that. It's we I can't even get the words out. Sorry. Um, we're averaging 60 yards less than we were last year. I didn't have a brain fart. I know how to add and subtract. 60 yards a game from last year, less than last year, and I think it has a lot to do with the play calling because minus yesterday when we ran the ball 31 times, we haven't been running the ball that much, and we're not going to win games like that. And I think Chip Kelly knows that, and that's why he ran the ball. He stuck with the run yesterday. And I think the Rams did have the 30th ranked running game yesterday, so that could be a reason why Chip Kelly decided to actually run the ball 24 times. Was because the Rams' defense is the 30th ranked rushing defense. But I think even if you go against the number one rushing defense, you should be running the ball just as much as you're passing it. Like, become two-dimensional. Because when you only do one thing, which is what we've been doing, was pass, team's not going to worry about the run. They're not going to key in on the run. They're going to take the chance and say, you're going to pass the ball, so we're going to play our best pass defense. And that's why we've been in trouble so much this year, because we haven't been two-dimensional. Last year, that offense was amazing. And I'm not taking anything from the offense this year. But the play calling has to step up. Chip Kelly, you're not a rookie anymore, and it's time for you to get better at calling plays. And yesterday, I think that was a really good job because you were, what did I say? They were passed the ball 37 times and ran it 31. That's better than we have been all year. I can honestly say that, and I will give you credit for that. And I want you to keep up that good work because we did win yesterday, even though we almost gave up the game. We won 34-28, which was crazy. I'm thinking about switching my major from sports management to healthcare, and I'll open up an insurance place and let people take out insurance policies on their husbands because you're going to kill a lot of people this year with these close games. The heart attack rate and stroke rate in Philadelphia is going to go sky high. It's going to be some record-breaking numbers because you guys don't know how to win a game without stressing everyone out. You have to just be in that fight, like a fight to the end, and it's getting annoying. Moving on to the inspiration part of the show, I must say Vince Lombardi is arguably the greatest coach of all time. Today we'll be using one of the many brilliant things that came out of his mouth. The specific quote that we will be using is, "Leaders are made, they are not born." I believe this so much, as you can see. I have a shirt with the quote on it, "Leaders are not made, is born." And in today's world, it's so important that we need leaders. It's so important for us to have leaders because I believe we're lacking leaders. And I think leaders come from the elders, who they're around. Most leaders are shaped by the elders that they're around. So I'm not blaming the fact that we don't have a lot of leaders on elders, but no child is going to teach a child how to lead. Somebody has to teach everyone how to lead. And it's up to us, the older. Well, I'm not older. The older people, like you people up in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, teach everyone how to lead. Teach the younger ones how to lead. Lombardi, like I said, he said, let me read it off my shirt. "Leaders are made, they are not born." I'm going to take what he says a little farther by saying it takes a great leader to make a great leader. A follower can't make a leader, and that's what I'm trying to get at with this. It just won't happen. No follower has ever made a great leader. In my own life, I try to be a great leader for a couple of reasons. The most important reason to me is I have 6 younger siblings who look up to me. Not only my siblings, but I have a countless number of younger cousins who look up to me. And I have to be a great leader for them so they can be great leaders. We have to lead by example. I think children are more likely to follow their older siblings than other people, seeing that older cousin, brother, or sister lead will impact the child. That's the reason why I'm talking about children. Another reason I'm talking about children is because we have to stress the importance of great leadership to the children at a young age. Teach them to lead while they're young, and they will not follow when they're older. The world is crying out for strong, great leaders, and it's up to us to make the strong leaders we need. We have the power to create leaders. We just have to do it. The weekly assignment for this week is to take control and lead our future leaders. Like Coach Lombardi said, leaders are made, they are not born. And that's the end of the show today. I told you it was going to be quick. Thank you to everyone for watching our show today. It's over. Make sure you all tune in on Friday for episode 10. Wow, I can't even believe I'm on episode 10 that quick. That's going to be a good one. It's sort of a mini milestone for me. Remember to sign and share that petition I told you all about that will be on the website and in the description box on YouTube. Get that out there. Please continue to share and view the show. Visit me at charlesnorman.weebly.com. I'd love to hear from y'all. Remember to take control and lead our future leaders. See you later, everybody. Oh, one more thing. My dad was here this weekend, and as you can see, I'm not going to say he forgot about my eyebrows because I told him more than one time. He just didn't shave himself. I guess he won the bet, but he lost out on shaving my eyebrows because he had his chance, and that's over now. There's no way he's going to get another chance to shave my eyebrows off. See you later, everybody. Tom Brady has no one to throw the ball to at this point. We're only 4 games into the season, so I think it's just going to take time for him to sync with the receiving corp he has now. I believe he will do it. The offensive line isn't helping, but I think they will manage to give him enough time to do what Tom Brady does. And Josh McDaniels will also help by calling more run plays. They have to be more balanced, and I'm sure they will. Like I said multiple times in 8 episodes, I think Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the National Football League. As for the defense, I personally think that they will get better as the season goes on. They get Brandon Browner off of suspension next week. That will only help the secondary. You can say what you want about Bill Belichick, but the man is a defensive mastermind. He will have those boys ready.